Hello and welcome to your show. Our show is Souq Sports and we're live on Souq News. There is no other place to be than here at this particular point in time of this day. Now, we are not sure what's happening with the weather in Lagos, Nigeria. Yesterday it was cloudy. It was looking like it was going to rain. There was harmattan, there was dust. This morning, the same thing. So we are not sure yet. We'll get you informed later. But wherever you are, just know that Souq Sports, we know what's happening and we're here. My name is Chuks. And I'm here with my regular guys. For today, we are complete. Kind of.
What is it kind of? Well,
missing in action, we found him. Not kidnapped, but here, live and direct.
Well, it feels good to be back, really. I've been away for like 2 days, and I'll tell you that I really missed
7 days.
You calculated
7 days.
I'll tell you that I really missed my time here, and it's wonderful, wonderful to be back again. And
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
what
good
is
to it's good to have Charles back in the studio. I missed him for a while. Yeah, Kwanabu, like we said, up north. You know how it is. It gives me such an enormous pleasure being here, and we don't have all day. We'll keep you locked up with the realest information there is from the Australian Open down to the Premiership to the transfer gossip and all that, and who is eventually leaving after the end of the season and all that. The numero uno will keep you locked down. But I'm here to give you the exciting gist. You know how it is.
You know, they always, they say who will build the cat. This one, who is building the cat to kill it. I'm not here. Okay, now let's go straight to the Australian Open. Everyone we're banking on, aside the big names, but those that we're banking on, we are sorry they lost. Those that I was banking on. And Juvi's boy, he was beaten.
Akara says, yeah, it happens. Stuff happened. Yeah.
Well, we know his pedigree.
Who is we? Everybody's talking for himself.
Okay, I'm speaking for myself.
Okay.
We know his pedigree. He's one that just came into the limelight, and he has proven that he can compete.
Number three.
Yeah, he has proven that he
Beating.
can compete. But everybody can.
Okay, now let's tell you what's happening. Australian Open, Sabalenka told us why she won this particular tournament last year. She beat Coco Gauff, 19-year-old. She tried, and we were also hoping she would go through. But who are you going to pick? Sabalenka, Coco? That was just a tough one. But the stronger, she has had a wonderful Australian Open.
Out in this year, right?
I mean,
She
Coco
has.
knocked her out last
Yes,
time.
yeah,
And
last
time,
It's
so-
a revenge story, and if she goes on to win it will be one run for her.
Okay, for the Sabalenka beat Coco 7-6, 6-4. Well, Coco, don't worry, you're still good. And now she is preparing and about going on a final with Zheng. No one expected Zheng to get to the finals. The Chinese girl is on fire, like real fire. And Zheng reached her first Grand Slam final by ending Ukrainian qualifier Diana's incredible run with a 6-4, 6-4. I think if there was another set, it would have still been 6-4. And everybody's looking forward to this particular final. And also, this is the first time a Chinese will be getting to this particular stage. That was after
10 after
10 good years.
10 years ago. Yeah.
Well, it's good to see them, fighting for a place. We are used to seeing the Russians, the Australians, and we see the English guys and Spanish guys. Not forgetting Djokovic and all these other nationalities come on the big stage and just announce their country. It's good to see that China can diversify their sports and really come and compete. And show the world what they are capable of. Aside tennis, they can also do the long, aside table tennis rather, they can do the long.
And Chinese.
And
karate.
and karate.
And all the martial arts.
Well, it's good to see them, stand up and be counted.
Yes, then also another surprising one, the young man, Jannik Sinner, beat the grandpa of this group. He beat Novak Djokovic in the semifinals.
Nobody saw that coming. Djokovic has consistently been in the final contention, in final four contention for the trophy. And
earlier, he was beating people 6-0, 6-0.
Yeah, and I'm like, what happened? And that brings up the argument of saying that it is, what's it called? It is...
somebody trying to pass the
yeah,
baton.
And also that it is scripted. Or I don't follow that. But a lot of people say that it is scripted. But it's good to see that even the big dons bow out at some point.
Since 2018, this is the first time.
Yeah, and we see that there is a transition now. The younger guys are coming to claim.
Of course, they are taking they are putting their stake there and say, hey, count us in. And that was a very, it was a good fight. 6-1, 6-2, 6-7.
All 4 straight sets. I mean, Djokovic was wondering what really happened to his form, but hey, better luck next time. I love you, no, but hey.
He will come back. He will come back fighting.
He will come back, but man, he's
and Djokovic was looking forward to equaling Margaret Court's record.
Yeah,
but hey, let's see what happens in
well, he's certainly capable. He's
still just 36.
Yeah, he's certainly
just
capable.
36.
I mean, we have Ronaldo still doing it at 39.
That's football, man. A great deal of these guys
football
are
is more physical than
I'm saying
swinging your arms.
Let's not be too quick to judge, man.
Okay. Have you played tennis before?
All your arms is gone, man.
Compared to the rigorous.
If you saw the match, man, the young man was taking him.
Well, we know it lasts for longer when you compare it to football. Well, you can't compare the physicality of football to tennis.
Okay. Rafael Nadal said he's coming back for Qatar Open.
I just want to go chill out.
He had to step out of this particular competition
injury,
thanks to hip injury. His operation is done, and he said he's coming back for. It's just February, right?
And I think he's proposing that will be his final showdown.
You never can tell.
Yeah,
I mean, if the injuries are becoming frequent,
it's becoming consistent. So
frequent injuries like this. I mean, it just shows you that it's time to just go. We see the other guy. I can't remember his name right now.
Federer,
Federer. He just had to bow out. I mean, because age and then the body tells.
And also, he's won all there is to
I mean, these guys have been consistent.
Federer's resignation was just like more of a crying match. Everybody was just crying. I was wondering, is this not just someone said I'm not playing anymore?
He's a legend. He's a legend of the game.
It's the fun. I mean,
the three of them have shared the stage for over 22 years.
Yeah, since 2009 or
did you say shared the stage? They've Columbia the stage.
And just to for the male.
I mean, it's either of the three.
Yeah, for the male, you've got male being very consistent, unlike the female where you just have someone.
But they've been consistent. The female have been consistent too.
Apart from Venus right now. The sisters. I mean, since they stepped out right now, we've not had someone stay that
But
long.
a name keeps coming up. And
they just come and they go
Naomi Osaka.
Well, we hope they stay.
These names keep reoccurring.
She's almost out of the game right now.
How would you say that?
From the way it looks.
She just put to bed.
Come on.
Yeah, and she will recuperate.
Yeah, she's already, but she's out. She came in and she's gone back.
This is the first
she
one
needs
after.
to take care of the baby.
He has an argument there. We saw what happened with Serena too after she gave birth. And the form just dribbles and it wobbles around. But if she works hard, she can. I mean, there's nothing stopping her.
Yeah, with these teenagers putting the papas and mamas around, man.
Okay, now let's go to the former owner, major former owner of Tottenham, Joe Lewis. The guy has been found guilty of inside trading. Billionaires making more money from
behind the scenes.
There are strict rules, and when you fly foul of it, you get caught. I mean, thank goodness he's been caught. We hope other people will get.
Saying thanks goodness.
I think
we know how long he's been doing this.
These were the rumors that led him to hands off. A backroom meeting. I think I read it somewhere. A behind closed door meeting was held, and he had to withdraw his stake. Or step down as CEO of sports, just so that this does not tarnish the image that they're trying to, their public image for sports out there.
Whose image exactly are we looking at?
The club's image.
Because when it was time to collect the money, we're not looking at image then, right?
We know these issues were just behind the scenes. They were not really front page news at the time of the handover. But now that it's coming, we can only just acclaim it to former sports owner. We can't say sports, and it really helps their image, if you ask me.
They did well.
Okay. Yeah. Let's keep going and get a bit faster because we have now we're talking about Tottenham on the other side. Now let's talk about Tottenham on the other front side.
On the right side.
Of being the owner and getting the money, whether it's backdoor money. Right now they are the richest club in London.
Yeah, in England.
No, in London.
In London.
London.
They overthrew Chelsea.
Chelsea and.
I mean, when you talk about the richest club in England, you have to look at the Man Cities, You have to look at.
You talk about Man City first.
Manchester United.
Talking about Manchester United. Yeah. Don't call it.
All right. Let it pass for now.
There's
Arsenal we're up there.
Don't call it.
No, we're not.
Now they made 549.2 million last season alone. Juvi, hold on. Let it sink.
It's a whole lot of money, you know.
You can't.
Each time you come here, you shout Plateau United and what's that other one? Lobby Stars, Remo Stars. Now, can this sink? This is just majorly from the stadium, the new stadium.
I hope you know football in England. Football in England is like religion, stronger than Christianity and even Islam.
Yeah.
And so everybody's involved, grandparents and all that, and there are strict rules. You don't buy and someone else goes in because I'm a fan of this thing. You allow someone else in. I mean, people book per season, and so this thing is well
like some
organized.
of us have season ticket. No, not up to season ticket. We have tickets for matches to see shooting stars.
well, I hope basically it goes to show the investment in this, and it's been a culture, not just 1 year, not 10 years, so not vision 2020 that we've not been able to actualize in.
Okay, before you start going there, let's now still talk about money and eventualities of what money. So last season, Saudi wanted to come for Lukaku, and Lukaku said, over somebody's will I ever try going to Saudi. All of a sudden, we are seeing what's his name? Lukaku telling us that in 2 years' time, Saudi League is going to be one of the best, if not the best.
After someone just left.
You know, when some people are fighting to leave the league.
What are you saying?
Lukaku is thinking of retirement and going somewhere to just chill and get some money.
When you say somewhere, be specific.
Yeah, the Middle East, that's where the oil boom is happening, man. Those guys are managing it, and so he has said Ronaldo is there, Sadio Mane and a couple of other guys. I mean, Lukaku is done the fall and run and sometimes missing the goals. But hey, where do you go to?
Missing which goals?
But I want to look at it from the other end of the spectrum, because he's winding down, and instead of returning back to Chelsea, we just saw Jose Mourinho leave Roma unorthodoxly, and he was Jose Mourinho that brought Lukaku to Roma, and we saw that he's earning a huge sum of money from Chelsea, and Chelsea will not be able to, you know,
to keep that going.
Keep that going.
Exactly, and Roma cannot buy him.
And also, Roma cannot afford to pay Romelu Lukaku the amount of money that he is earning at Chelsea, or was agreed at Chelsea. So he is looking for, or he is trying to market himself, albeit, because he's trying to put himself out there and say, guys, I'm ready to come now. He's looking for somewhere to sustain the work.
As in, he's telling the account officers,
available.
The account officers. Because what are you waiting for?
The team has to balance, because he cannot be earning and go down, you know.
Okay.
I think the only league, I mean, where it could be afforded right now would be there. So singing, I'm available, I'm available. It's a good one. It's business. It's just putting himself there.
It's marketing.
Marketing.
Come and see me. Now let's look at let's look at now money making movement in sports. Levy Trust, the company, is set to extend 49ers stadium right by $170 million deal. This particular NFL franchise and this Francisco team are telling us that, hey, you see that stadium, you see this movement, we die here. So imagine, what can we do in this side of the divide? This is just a 10-year branding right, 170 million.
Levi's Trust is a big name. It's, I mean, since the gold rush in
before
California and all that.
Gold rush and the gin and all the fashion and all the apparel.
I mean, they've got other things they
if it can happen there, why can't it happen here? You know, we'll always draw this lessons.
You must think of, these guys are manufacturing, they're big boys, they're not just into wares, they do other things. How many of our guys how many manufacturing stuff have we got here? We don't have for now.
Hello.
Only banks.
Before you talk about banks, we have hedge fund managers here in Africa.
How are they doing?
They are doing well. We have
and they could handle this kind of deals.
Yes.
49ers.
170 million. I don't know if you understand.
Will they get their return? Do they get their return?
That's actually where
after investing, will you get your money?
The 49ers are very successful in the NFL, and we know how big the NFL is in the US. So if you have a successful team that keeps, you know, going into the playoff every now and then, and
give you an avenue to put your face there.
Yes, and gives you an avenue to earn money. you know, putting your brand out there, and a whole lot of people across the world can see it. I mean, when you watch the Super Bowl, you know how televised it is, the reach it gets. So if
it's a national thing for them.
If 49ers are always in contention and you are a very successful club, so why wouldn't you put that whole money down and say
At a point in time, we had Enyimba that was also very successful.
Sponsored by a state.
Yes, I agree with you. We had Abiola Babes. We had Iwanyawo National. Right?
Yeah.
Sponsored by an individual or a company.
Now,
hold on. We had don't laugh. Now, I don't know if we start seeing these things as business, then we can see the light. But are we seeing it more as business or an opportunity to gather a group of people to vote at a particular point in time? I don't know if you understand. If we start seeing it as business, then it's possible. We mustn't do those kind of figures. We'll have to start somewhere.
We have to start somewhere, actually.
Yeah, well, let states stop sponsoring.
If they stop now, who will?
And let them go off. If you can't, let them go. Let's see those who can come in and
make the league more lucrative for investors to, you know, spend their money.
Because if the league
and they need to take their hands off and
get your hands off.
Out. You can't use auction is say, okay, we are ready to sell. This is the amount we're willing to sell for. Come with your bid, and you will see people are interested. I mean, this even our league can be promoted. Look at what Super Sports is doing with the South African league. I mean, look at their football. We agree it's not all that.
But I mean, it has the promotion and all that.
You have people coming from Brazil to play.
Money. But our league is still stronger technical wise and player wise.
Yes.
But how much are those guys earning?
Before now start looking
challenge for the first time.
I don't know. I really enjoyed the little moment I spent with you, and I think with more of this.
Souq News. Here's the Souq News, who had the courage to transcend a locked-off camera and actually have a conversation with a human being. It's a pleasure, Souq News. Thank you very much.
He had to take a call from Infantino. He was trying to tell us that the deal was going to cover the Women's World Cup. The visa deal was going to cover the Women's World Cup. And they agreed and said, hey, so who am I? So if that sponsorship is good for FIFA,
it's good for us.
It's good for us. Then now let's go to something that is not too, that is one conscious, in quote. Now, the judges in Spain have proposed that the East-While FA captain, FA chairman of Spain, Luis, will face trial over that.
Keys from the Rose. That's called keys from the Rose.
Over the case that happened at the World Cup, thanks to the team winning the cup. And the chairman he couldn't hold it, and he just went ahead and planted that case.
I think it was the euphoria of the moment, in the heat of the moment. He actually didn't know what to do, so he was overwhelmed by emotions. And I mean, it could happen to just about anybody. And
what did you say?
I mean, he was overwhelmed by emotions.
It could happen to anybody.
Yes, it could have. I mean, it could have been Charles. It could have been you, but.
It couldn't have been you.
Nah, you know.
Speak for yourself, Charles.
Well, I don't think it could have been me anyway. But I think it's just the judges, you know, just trying to milk the situation and make their own money from it, because we're talking money. And let's really tell, because this case has been, you know, put in the burial for over how many months, and they are trying to unearth it. And
the judge said there is enough evidence to prove that it was not consensual.
I understand, but why don't you just let the sleeping dog lie? He has stepped down as the president of the Spanish FA. So why don't you just let, he has gotten enough stick on the internet. His mother has suffered emotional trauma, and we know a lot of things that went on.
Okay, talking about this particular trauma, if this ends up going on trial and is found guilty, he's either going to pay a fine or go to jail for 4 years.
I don't really see him going to jail, but if it does make trial, we know that he would pay the fine. But I'm not
for an innocent.
I'm not condoning the case. It's an innocent one. We could see how they were being all jolly in the background. There. You see that they were. She even hugged him. I mean, what is not consensual? I think
hold on. Was she telling him something, or she whispering something to his ears?
We will not know. The details are not.
But she said that she did not call for the case.
Yeah. You know?
No, you make a call. There wasn't a call. It was in the sport, in the heat of the moment. Like I said, something just happened.
Something that just happened.
And I mean, the lips just, you could not handle it.
We just pray that people will just try to be more controllable.
So guys, if follow Charles's advice, whole body, just whole body. Kiss is very expensive
I was thinking, Amaju Pinnick and Oshuala or something. I mean,
Juvi, that your thought? Hold it.
That would be one for the front page. Yeah, newspaper will sell.
Hope you know, for celebrating a goal and taking her shirt off.
She got yellow carded.
Not just yellow carded. Even the father had to call and say, "What are you doing?"
She got a lot of stick from the Muslim folks,
So we are looking at matches for today. FA Cup matches. Bristol is going against Forest. Sheffield Wednesday is going against Coventry. Chelsea is going Aston Villa. I think that's a match to watch. Then Tottenham is going against City.
Match. I'll have to talk about this Tottenham City because Tottenham home is the only place that Pep Guardiola has failed to pick maximum points. He has either drawn or lost. And we know the kind of atmosphere you get at Tottenham Stadium. It's a new stadium. And since Harry Kane left, we have not seen anything different. It's the same vibe, it's the same atmosphere you get. So I'm really looking forward to that match because City have always
If I say call it, who will you give it to?
Well, I'll call it a draw. And hope for a replay.
You're trying to play safe.
No, I'm not. Okay. That's how I see the game.
Juvi has been calling games in the last 4 days and he has been losing. So Juvi, call this one. Let's see if you can win now.
Give it to City this time.
You give it to City.
Are you sure you want to give it to City?
Yeah, just I mean for
argument's sake. We can say give it to City, but because Tottenham are lacking a lot of players due to injury, then Son for Asian Cup.
Okay, let's go straight to transfers. Not much has happened in transfers this January, but a little. City has signed Claudio, from the 17-year-old Argentine from River Plate. And they didn't just sign, they dropped money, 12.5 million. Wow. Is he worth it?
Well, 12.95 million is not a lot of money to sign.
For him?
To sign a exciting young player like this. We know how much they got Alvarez for, and we know how much the Manchester United paid for Anthony, and the list goes on. But 12 is not really a lot of money because he's an exciting young talent. We saw what he did in the Under-17 World Cup. Yeah, the
guy, he was exceptional. I agree with you on that.
He performed well.
Okay, let's go to the next one. This is more like let's say speculations or Arsenal are still in the hunt for a key addition, and Arteta is looking at one Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Do you think Real Sociedad will let the guy go at this point in time when they are doing well?
Yeah, I don't think so because he is already a key player in their side. Letting a key player go is like letting your investment go.
At this particular
time in the season when it's high, like this is the halfway point of the season, it determines where you finish at the end of the year.
Okay, but there are some people. There's one of that team wants to let someone go. Callum Whistle, Newcastle wants to say, okay, bye bye.
Callum
and they want to sell.
Is an exceptional player. We know age is not on his side anymore, and he has the experience. Okay. Being that he has played in so many top clubs in the Premier League, so the experience is there. So when you want to talk about his price tally, you really say that he's one for the money because he has the experience. He gives you goals when he's fit.
Okay. So 80 million is not bad.
It's 80 million.
Which 80? 18?
80 million is not bad. But I had to reconfirm 80 million for Wilson. 18 million is not bad. They have a lot of firepower. If you can let Wilson go, we saw his spell at Aston Villa, Bournemouth, and you saw what he's been able to do.
Okay, then the funny side of the transfer, Real Madrid. The coach wants Benzema back.
Yeah.
He's telling the team, please, can you go to Saudi and bring this guy back?
Joselu has not really lived up to expectation. We saw his exploits from where he was coming from at Real Sociedad, and there's a lot of hype, being that he's a Real Madrid trainee graduate also. But I don't see the likes of Benzema coming back. But if the coach can call it on his own and say, yeah, we need the experience of Benzema back on our side because they are lacking of goals. If
at 35,
Vinicius, if Ronaldo is still doing it, why can't
probably maybe
Benzema
just for a season?
Yeah, or to the end of the season.
Yeah,
they are lacking that firepower at the moment. So if he can, I mean, we see sides like Arsenal still, put him on their radar. And Manchester United also put him on their radar because they want someone that can groom Højlund to, where he is in positioning and how to get the goals. He's an experienced player, so I think.
Now, counting on this experience, let's go for the break. We are going straight to the next side of it. You know the exciting side we're talking about, right? We'll get to Cote d'Ivoire very soon. But let's go for the break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Dr. Rafiu Oladipo.
My name is Baba Jalal Repega.
I'm Reverend Juliet Benite.
I'm Godio Didi.
My name is Professor Oladokun Sulaiman Olarawaju.
Souq News is on the ground, loading.
Very enlightening, very educative, and entertaining.
Thank you to Souq News.
So I'm happy that Souq TV has come into existence.
I'm happy to be here in the Souq News.
I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel and keep watching news that makes sense.
As Browning said, one's extension of one's reach should not exceed one's grasp, or what is heaven for? And I think Souq News is doing that.
Africa needs a voice of truth, and Souq News has become one of them. And get ready, get ready, get ready.
And keep watching.
Keep watching Souq News.
Keep watching Souq News. It's a place to be.
Keep watching Souq News.
Yes, welcome, welcome, and welcome. That is Charles. What's that? What Charles? Give me that name. Montero. There can only be one Montero, and it's day 14 of AFCON. Yeah, and this is like the second day of rest. The second rest day. The second rest day, and before we now start seeing the knockout stages, go home and go and rest, then try next time. And it's AFCON Cote d'Ivoire 2024, and we say welcome. We have a whole lot of packed info, good news for you today. Let's start with Salah. Salah got injured with Ghana.
Salah deserted his team.
Why are you saying that?
That's the
now
right
you are
word.
going
that
the way
the
of Hassan.
fitting. We should just say the things the way they are.
But exactly
I've
what
never
Hassan
seen
said.
a player in the European Cup, World Cup, leave the tournament and go back to a club side.
Okay, can I say something?
He deserted. He jumped ship.
During the Euros.
He hasn't jumped
Hold on.
Where is he? Cote d'Ivoire?
Hello. During the Euros, a certain young man almost passed out on the field of play.
Yeah.
What happened? They packaged him.
That was an
ferried him to the
exceptional
hospital
case.
and took him straight for medical attention. Yeah. Did anybody ask where they were taking him to? Was anybody worried where they were taking him to? They just wanted him to be what? Okay.
And what happened eventually? What happened after that?
He was okay.
And
he wasn't playing for over a season. Then he came back. Now, hold on. It's the same thing. The guy needs to get well. No. And if he's getting the best medical attention,
this is not your flight someone from one continent to another continent. You're leaving your country. He was taken home, right? The other guy was taken back home.
Hold on.
Right?
Hold on.
Was he taken to Egypt?
Juvi.
Nah.
Juvi.
Let's take things the way they are.
Hassan said even if he has to stay with the club with one leg.
Yes, let him stay.
No, Juvi, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
That's my problem. It's only
wrong.
Africans we explain this.
No,
Diego Armando Maradona would not, even if he had to die on that pitch, he would not. If you are the captain of that team and you left, you jumped ship, you ran away to Liverpool in England.
He didn't run anywhere.
He ran away.
Hello, Juvi.
He ran away.
He ran. Was it not in this same place that we're talking about somebody misdiagnosing somebody's injury? And him going somewhere and the club is saying, no, this guy is not injured.
We already said we're waiting for the report of the physio guys, the Nigerian team, because it's a crying shame that our doctors will call something injury worth 15-match absence, and another club will say, and their physio will tell you, I mean, something is wrong somewhere.
Just a bruise. I think
it's not Bruce Lee. I mean,
he said right from when he was going, there was an agreement with the team.
That's where I was going to
come
from.
Once I get better, I am returning.
Once he gets better.
Of course, if he doesn't get better,
if he goes there and he gets the best of
Egypt has good medical facility. Why didn't he go there?
In Cote d'Ivoire.
Why didn't he go to Egypt? He should have gone to Egypt.
Let's look
at it. For me, I don't want to use that word, but it's called transatlantic something something. Right here,
let's look at it.
You keep going there.
Let's look at it from a player point of view.
You didn't say it.
If as a player, I feel like I will get the best of medical attention back at Liverpool.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I go?
Where
there?
are you? You are serving.
If I get better, I can come back and serve my national team.
This is a national assignment, not a club side.
If I do get better, wouldn't I come back and serve my national team?
To serve who?
And also there was an agreement that once he's
well,
once he's better, and Egypt progress in
Egypt is going nowhere.
Come on.
Okay, now let's go to the next. Nigeria is playing Cameroon.
Yeah.
And we have that match is going to be like history being remade all over again, because we have a bitter sweet memory playing against Egypt in AFCON. Egypt has won AFCON
7 times.
Cameroon.
Okay, Cameroon.
Cameroon has won AFCON 5 times. Of the 5 times, the first 3 times they won AFCON, they beat Nigeria.
Against Nigeria.
So now we are meeting them again in round of 16.
The cards are on our favor, because I think this team knows how to defend. Let's give them that. They've considered the least amount of goals.
And they've scored what?
But they have also grinded out the results. I mean, the result is what we look out for. The result is what we look out for.
Charles, this is not it.
Hold on.
This is, let's just tell ourselves the truth. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
You're being critical because it's Nigeria, and we always want them to,
No. This is below par. Even Falcons will not go out and be playing like this. We're playing like police team. When I was young, you say you will play like police team. Anywhere below face. We just played just to manage 1-0 against Guinea-Bissau, Super Eagles.
Did they get the win? Did they get the 3 points or not?
Guys, hold on.
Did they get the win against Ivory Coast or not?
Hold on. Somebody has to win. And somebody won, right?
Ivory Coast that was walloped 4-2 by the same team in our group.
Let's go to our next story. Our time is almost up. Host country that spent the entire money to make things happen, they qualified as best losers. Now they sacked their coach, and they're looking for Reinhard to come take over. Now the sad part of the issue is that France have refused the guy to come because he's coaching the women team, and France is saying no, we can't let him come. How are they going to deal with the remaining matches? They have to win the round of 16 first before they even start tackling the other matches. How are they going to deal?
Well, they know how they have an FA in their country. They will sort their issues out. But going out to ask for Renault, who is already bound by contract in the women's team of France, I mean, that is going up and beyond. I mean, they should shoot for. There are other exciting coaches that are out of job that they can lease for the meantime.
For 2 weeks.
I think they've got an interim. They've got an interim guy in.
Well, it looks from all indications that they don't have full trust in him.
It doesn't look like them to 100% that they don't have the trust in him.
But they need to play this.
And Ronald already has. Ronald has. When I say he has a successful rate in the AFCON.
Even with Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah. He has proved himself time and time again.
You got a warm welcome when you go to the country.
He has proved himself time and time again, and if they are able to land him, it will be a great addition. But I don't see much work he can do in a short space of time and change their fortune against Guinea. Well, it remains to be seen. 90 minutes will tell us.
90 minutes will tell us. They
have a relationship with Senegal.
They have what?
Senegal. They are playing Senegal, right?
Oh, is this?
No, how can they be playing Senegal? They know they are going home already.
It's not Senegal.
Well, that did not come from me, because Senegal is playing. Well, if you know you're playing Senegal, let's not call the name. Just prepare that. Yeah, you've had a good outing, and it's time to just, pack up and.
Those boys are hungry
and go home.
I said it before this stuff started. Sadio Mane just got married. Remember that. Always remember that.
Okay, thank you very much. So this is to all Senegalese fans. Congratulations, you have qualified, and we will watch your match. And Senegal, who are the title holders, are going against Ivory Coast, and Morocco is going against South Africa. So Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, we wait to see the coach that's going to come and do this magic.
There's no coach.
We wish you the best. And to every other person that qualified the round of 16, so thank you. Our show for today has
sadly come to an end.
It's not sadly. We'll see you again.
Because we still want to, be with you guys and enjoy these moments. I mean, we need to talk about South Africa and Morocco. There's going to be an ass whooping for South Africa.
Call it.
Should I call it?
How dare you?
It's 2-1.
In favor of
Morocco.
I doubt.
Okay. Now I'm not putting.
They're the only team I can put 100% trust on at the moment.
Morocco. Okay. That's our show for today. My name is Chuks, and I want to see you next time once we start transmitting. That should be on Monday, same time, 12 o'clock.
And it's over for myself and Juvi. It was really an exciting time. It's good to be back. It feels exciting, to get the juggles from these two guys, and I'm really looking forward to more of that and more of the same.
Aquaba, Africa, obrigado from this side of the divide. Love you. Enjoy your weekend.
We are gone. Like we are gone.